Hey, and welcome to ZWD versus Royal Battalion, Zulu-Warface-Delta versus RB. And it's going to be an interesting match because it may decide who's not going to be in the knockout stages. Whoever doesn't win this has a potential to be knocked out of the next stage of the tournament. And that is sort of a lot on the line. Because once we get to the knockout stages, it's one match and you're out. It's week by week basis, and it's going to be interesting to see how these teams go with things and move on. Looking at the map today, which is going to be Mestia ASV1, it's going to be really an interesting battle. A lot of infantry fights, not really that many vehicles, to be honest. Really, there are only 2 BTRs, but they're mainly going to be sort of somewhere on the South Hill, sitting somewhere either by the bridge, or for militia, they're going to be sitting potentially either on this ridge line to overlook warehouse and any rushes that may be coming, or they're going to be somewhere trying to overlook quarry to either the north or the or on fortification overlooking Crucible. One of those 3 positions. We also may see the Russians bring BTR all the way east of quarry as well. Just park it up there, then they can see Crucible, they can see Gamma. They can see a lot from those positions, but going for the opening, we're going to be seeing the Russian forces just bring either a BTR or Logi straight towards quarry and dropping a Logi somewhere south of Gamma to drop a fob. And really, this is going to be a big meeting point at quarry because these teams are going to meet each other and they're going to decide, hey, who's going to win this battle? Who's going to take over? Who's going to be the victor in the opening stages? Because if militia could basically stop the Russians from getting quarry, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. We're also going to be seeing militia in later stages using their drone to just ID fobs if these teams know or if these teams actually do it. Because last game I casted RB on Belay and they didn't even use the ID drone. They just used it to scout, and that's not how you're supposed to use it. That's not how good teams use it, because it's more effective to just watch it on those stages. Just do it to just blow up the fobs with it. Because then you get their spawn points and you can just wipe their rallies and you gain control of cap or you gain control of a point. We're also going to see the militia team sending a squad somewhere to warehouse and potentially around to the south of Crucible to get a second fob up, either for Gamma to stop a push or for south Crucible just to get a secondary fob down. We're also going to see a squad from militia side pushing towards fortification and potentially dropping a fob on the west side of Crucible or by waterfall south of Crucible. Looking at some potential areas currently, if we go to the game picks, we get a better view of this west side of Crucible, where it's going to be sort of the militia pushing up these hills, up these mountains, from either a fob here or a fob at the waterfall, which we'll look at in a second. And the Russian forces trying to just hold this line and stop the militia from pushing in. We're also going to see people in the towers, which again we'll look at in a little bit. Once we get through some more areas of the map. But really, it's going to be important for militia to gain control of Crucible and be able to push out north towards Gamma or to the east. Because if they lose control, they're just going to get wiped. They're just going to have trouble getting anything down or getting any sort of push or defense. Also, militia's fobs only cost 100, so really you just have a techie, Logi techie. You drop 200 build, 200 supplies off at one fob. You then build that fob, then you take the techie Logi to another location, drop another 200, you get an ammo crate, another spawn up for really cheap, and it's really effective if teams know how to use it. But looking at some more areas of this map, we have the waterfall, which I was talking about a second ago, and teams are going to be looking to either place a radio or a fob somewhere on the south side of Crucible, and really Russians are going to try and sort of flank around, get behind with their combat engineers, look for these fobs, but they're also going to be they also really can't see the south side from these towers, because they're quite restrictive. They could see this north quite easily, this north and this west side quite easily, but they're going to have trouble if they come south of the tower, because that's a blind spot for them. That's a spot they really can't see that well. Looking at some more positions on this map, we see the Russian opening, which is going to be, again, the Russians are going to try and control Gamma and drop fob either to the west of it by bringing a Logi, to the east of it, bring a Logi, or they're going to try and sort of bring a Logi around and drop fob just south of Crucible and be sort of aggressive and try and gain some control. But again, they're going to have to get Crucible, and they're going to have to stop the militia from pushing up this west side and getting control, because if they do, again, it's basically the opposite thing from the Russian side. They're going to have to hold, they're going to have trouble pushing up these hills, and they're going to be camped from these towers that are really, really great viewpoints for any scoped rifleman or marksman or even a shotgun person. The shotgun being the frag rocket, which is quite effective, let me say, from personal perspective. But they really have to watch out for these towers, and it's going to be interesting to see how these teams sort of play that. Looking at some Crucible Gamma itself, if I could do this, we can get a better view of this south side of Crucible, where Russians are going to try and push around and wipe whatever forces militia has coming up these mountains into the cap. And we're also get a better view of how Gamma sort of has these little areas where you can sort of sit and watch towards Crucible, watch these logs, which are going to be used by militia to sort of gain the sort of view over, or gain a little advantage in terms of height, or gain some cover in a sense, because they're really effective if you could sort of control this west side from militia, east side from militia. If they can control this east side from militia, it's going to be really helpful for them, and the Russians are going to have trouble pushing in unless they get either a flanking squad, like I said, to the south, or a flanking squad pushing around all the way north and going towards the waterfall, as we discussed. Going on to our next little area, we see Crucible defense. We get a better view of these towers, which, if you're Russian in this tower, you can see the militia pushing in. You can see if militia are sitting on these logs. You can see the militia just pushing through these open roads, these open areas where you could just pick them off if you're a good shot, or you're gonna miss and you're gonna be plunked in the head by a militia marksman or a militia scope if you can't hit your shots. And it's really integral if you're gonna be up here, if you're gonna sit up here, hit your shots. Take what you can get and don't be upset. Going on to our next viewpoint, we have a view of warehouse where again we're going to see Russian forces trying to potentially rush and sit on this sit and potentially park a Vic on the hill north of warehouse. We're going to see militia probably sending, I don't know if a full squad, but at least part of a squad to sort of defend or sit inside and try and hide from the Russians pushing. They're going to try and find a bush or try and find a little area where they can hide and cap, because really it only takes one person to cap if you can get in a nice spot. But looking at the overwatch position for warehouse, we get a better view of this little of what they can see from up here. If they park a scout car, they can see just for ages, and they can see basically militia pushing into warehouse. They can see militia trying to sit on top of warehouse. They can even see, which I don't have a screenshot of, they can see Crucible from up here. It's really a great spot. Like you can see all this ground that militia is probably gonna try and take over, or gonna try and stop you from pushing through if you have Crucible as Russians. Going towards the opposite side, we have Quarry, which the Russians are going to try and set a fob inside, and we're going to be seeing militia just push straight down through these hills if they gain control of Crucible, and they're going to be getting fobs somewhere in these hills to really get a steady spawn point, get a steady area where they can just gain control at their will, etc. We also may see militia trying to sneak around and just pushing through, getting through the sab with Sapper, or flying an IED drone straight into Quarry to just take out the radio really fast. Looking at our next little area, we have the Russian Quarry towards the Russians, and we see these hills again, which Quarry is sat in between a valley, and sort of the BTR is just going to sit potentially in this north hill and watch over Quarry, watch over Crucible, watch over Gamma, and we're going to see like the and we're going to see probably the Russians and militia meeting on this main road, meeting by the tunnel. And if we get a closer look at that, we have this little straight road that really there are no turnoffs. There's a turnoff for Gamma, but other than that, you're stuck going straight down it. And then militia is going to come up with either a standard technical or their scout car and try and rush you. So it could be either a scout car versus BTR or a scout car versus a Logi, and the Logi is mostly going to win. The scout car is mostly going to win if they don't have a lat or hat in the Logi. Looking at our final picture, we see this bridge, which again, a BTR will just sit here and they'll be able to just watch over the entirety of Quarry. They're going to see the train bridge, which really militia is going to try and use to cross and get over. Or they're going to even be able to see this valley here, which sappers from the militia side are going to use to sneak around and try and move around depending on what is going on. So for now, that's going to be it from me, and I'll leave you guys looking at the rival standings until the match start here in about 5 minutes.
understand me. I know you understand me.
That I can tell you in one word. Tradition!
Let's go.
Welcome to round 1 of ZWD vs RB. About to get started here, about 150 seconds till the start right now. We have ZWD forming a few squads. It doesn't look like they're doing any real big squads per se. Let me just up the fly speed here so I could get over to the Russian main. There we go. So we see a few helis, but we see sort of ZWD taking all the Vicks, having lats and hats on the bikes, and sappers as well on the bikes, and they're probably going to take them and flank around, try and either get fobs or get the Vicks per se. On our B side, we have basically all the Vicks being taken. James one-manning the BTR? No, he has a second person coming, I think. I hope so. Looks like they're taking all their Vicks, the scout car, the BTR. They're taking Logis as well. Looks like the leaders for RB. Jenny's going to lead her own squad. First time in a few weeks now. That's the case. And it's going to be an interesting battle. About 62 seconds till the match starts right now. No one moving their Vic in main right now. Had that happen last week. And RB won because of that. Going back to militia main, we see what looks like militia heading towards quarry with at least one of their vehicles, one of their Logis, going to probably set down a fob, try and set down a fob there. And we also see them going for that south side of Gamma. Can drop fob, push in, wipe whatever the Russians have there, if they can. Should be a good match. 18 seconds until the staging phase is over and we go live here. 5 now. Because we're going to see some spin outs here, most likely. Oh, is someone getting run over by a bike? Following a few of their Vicks. Gonna watch for the spin out right now. Going towards quarry. It looks like RB is putting a lot of forces into Gamma and quarry. Seeing quite a few of their teams. Doesn't look like they're rushing warehouse unless they're gonna do it with just a BTR and try and take out their vehicles per se. Looks like you're gonna just be able to cap warehouse really easily without any issues. Going towards Gamma, we see the Russians pulling in, gonna get a fob down just to the south of the point basically. We're on cap, and they're gonna try and push north. Looks like there was an issue though. Fortification, there was a crash, and they're not even heading towards quarry now. They're really delayed if they were going to do that. Russians already on quarry, also dropping a fob east of quarry as well, on the hill. Guess for some rep station, looks like. Russians gaining control, spreading out. RB on Quarry. Jenny gun drop fob inside. Fob dropped on Gamma. Looks like also a squad was dropped south of Crucible from Royal Battalion. Took some fire, looks like. And BTR might go down here as well. Getting hit once. Doesn't look like he has ammo. Goes down. Nice job. Rally down for Sabbath. I don't know if they're going to be able to get that. They're right next to a fob. I don't think they know it either. Bike hopping out for Heinz. They should hear that. Looking downhill currently.
Yeah, do nothing.
As these two fight, they get wiped. Rally's down, but that should get wiped here.
Sent your smokes to Crucible Gamma.
Fob's up to the south of Gamma. Be fighting on the north side, on the south side of Crucible. On the east side of Crucible here, we have CWD pushing out, trying to gain control of the hills, trying to gain control of this east side of Cap. Two taking out one.
Maybe they're coming from quad.
Oh, some trades going on right now. BTR is still sitting on that hill to the east of Quarry. We get a rep station right next to him. Calling out fortifications being capped, armories being capped. DWD facing about a squad, wiping the rally as well. So basically Sabbath just lost all the pressure he had. And they're going to be wiped here. And they might know where the fob is. I think they might know where the fob is. Little sapper just being a little sneak right now. Singing behind the rock. I think it's probably dead. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. May sneak around, get that radio. Looks like south side of Crucible. RB's starting to gain control. Who's that in tower? Village in tower. Just look down, probably get a few coming up that west hill. But they have their own issues because Adele firing on the north side of Crucible. I don't know why Village isn't looking towards him. You should be calling that out. You should be calling out that someone's north tower of Crucible, and they should be looking towards that. There we go. Missing though. Adele finally going down.
South of Crucible, south of Crucible.
Sapper's still up as well. On the south side, Bevan just trying to sneak around for the spawn point they have here.
If they're wondering how it happened, replace them.
Knows that they are coming southwest of him. They're spawning somewhere over there. He's gonna try to sneak in.
Yeah, models are not accurate. They're south Crucible.
Go through here. 60 trying to make some plays. Trying to motor down onto Crucible. Evan, come on. You're so close to the radio.
Yeah, we need to find the fall.
Hub's right next to him. I think he might have saw it. It's harder for the Russians to do it because they don't have the ID where they can just place it and then call and run off. The Russians just have to sit, play C4, wait the 30-second timer, wait like 20 seconds, and then start the dig. Bevan might go down there, goes down to mortars, clutch mortar. Goes down from his own team, Jack. Terrible communication right there.
Enemies in the tower on the south side.
Dell going out there in the tower's south side, which looks like they sort of got wiped off. Village out of the tower. And they're clearing them off for the most part. Going from the tower on the south currently. They are starting to push around. We see a little flanker squad right now from CWD pushing for a fob, for that fob on Gamma, pushing for their spawns as well.
I'm getting the supplies for the new hub. Let's get another fob south of
See
Boston.
village moving
Probably
down
have
on the
trouble.
hill. And Cat Sabbath taking out one guy. Should be calling that out, and he should be looking down towards Cat Sabbath. Might go down here. 274 to 266. Hab is mortared down by RB. But they could have done a lot more. If they didn't team kill Blevin, he could have gotten that radio. A little sad to see, for the most part. Lucky about to hit Sabbath. Should be looking down the hill
Looks
here.
like they're going for a hub.
Oh,
You're
takes one out.
probably,
And we're looking... Don't see each other. And now he does. Takes one out.
to north.
We still see CWD trying to push around on that southeast side of Gamma, trying to sort of flank. We see also on this north side of Crucible, Greg walking past the
For
field.
fuck's sake. Dude!
Or not. But we see sort of
Got more
a few
running there,
mumbles
fob.
and RB
About 50 meters away.
trying to gain ground on this north side.
Rounding the jam.
Not even looking. That's sad. The south side of Crucible cap stopped. The RB members inside the cap village blue. They're getting flanked though. Their rally might go down
Enemies are
if
west.
Click could move around a bit more. At least just to his northeast if he doesn't get taken out.
Are we trying to replace the north?
Yeah, he gets
half?
taken out here.
Oh yeah.
The southwest half is potentially going to go up again. You see CWD on the radio on Gamma, about to take that down.
You wanna just block it here?
Blocking the hab, nothing in the radio currently, but
Just wait for struggle.
CWD's going to
Yeah.
see that. Gotta be careful. Still in cap, in range right now.
We're not moving our hub now.
I have a feeling one of them is going to run off right now. The hab's going to get unblocked. That hab's going to be unblocked and they're going to just mass spawn on it. Yeah, they're just going to mass spawn on that hab right now. Mortar's coming in. Hitting pretty accurately, should get the hab down one stage. Sassy and Mooney going up against each other. Tessie totally unaware. Goes down to Mooney. Mortars
We're still losing Crucible.
running quite well. Crucible being lost. RB just sitting on the south side, sitting on the north side.
In the tower,
CWD struggling right now to gain control of cap. RB also pushing for that fob to the southwest. Bevan moving around for the radio again. Hopefully he doesn't get team killed, I guess. Where's Jenny at?
Enemies
No?
moving a hub.
We see BTR's
Which hub?
BTR over southeast
the
farmstead.
attack.
I don't know what he's looking for, but it's not gonna see much, to be honest.
What
It's
was it down?
sort of a shit thing. Getting his binos out scouting right now. Gotta look at that hab, analyze it.
I'm trying to find out where the mortar
And
zone
go
for it.
behind. Sees mortar pit. Should find the radio. He goes a little more south. Spinny's gonna take him out. What? Yeah, he does. He's about to take him out. Is he? No. 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 Bevan's on the radio. He found it. Oh my god. Spoonie looking the complete opposite direction.
capping.
That radio's gonna go down.
Guys, we need to have
Cap is stopped
third
on
fob
Crucible.
now.
The WD trying to gain back control on the north and
Anyone
south
spare
side of
for
Cap.
Not
A
anyone
lot of
here, do it
sneaks right now on this east side.
I can't get off the radio. On radio. I'm on the fly.
Slappy and front right now. Jenny's still sitting on quarry, waiting for a push or waiting to see if they cap Crucible. So radio's down southwest. Dell. They're Savlag right now. No. Dell takes him out. I thought they were gonna do a little ring around the log right there. Still more people pushing. Slappy's gonna push. Takes out Dell.
Yeah, they're really close to our fault.
Luminous can take out Slappy here. Totally unaware of his stuff there. Investor may get the revive. I'm going up west of Crucible. Still trying to gain control between the areas. Around. About 20 minutes into the match here.
Tin. Got him.
Oh no.
Close on my body.
Oh no.
Behind. Ah, fuck.
Totally unaware though. Just north, a few snakes reviving.
That, I can tell you in one word. Tradition!
Gonna push for that hab. I think they know where it is. We should
Minus
see
one,
some
northeast.
mortars coming in here soon.
Copy, don't give up.
Watch out,
Hold
mate.
on for a minute.
263 to 260 in terms of kills, 45 to 51. Really, in caps and revives are pretty close, so
Let me get
it's really anyone's game right now. It's about controlling the caps right now, and getting those wins.
Can you get
Lord hears them. Trying to get a view on them.
nade out east?
Close.
Out
Those
one.
guys. Northeast.
Guys, you need contact with yourself.
Work goes down. Work goes up again. So outside of Crucible, RB just gaining control right now. Mortar's coming in on that hab as well. Hab goes down. ZWD losing control of their spawns. Mooney running right past a few. We got a few blind folks here. We need some glasses, you know.
And I don't think that belongs into the Discord, guys. It's too much talk.
Did Lucky not see him? And he's just running around right now, shift Wing. Gotta run. Use that super speed. The radio going down, south of Crucible. Gonna be found immediately.
I'll get the radio. More, on that more Marcus Square.
Oh, Mooney going down.
Okay, guys, I'm looking.
Damn. I was hoping to see
Get more
something. A few more RB members pushing down there. Radio is what stage currently? It is still full health. Have those completely gone. Got a lot of people bunched up on the hills south of Crucible. Crucible being lost, RB gaining control. No one at warehouse as well for CWD, so if they lose this, there's potential for just a complete roll.
Once again, let's not have a Discord.
That havoc ammo was saved as well. This radio is pretty much in the open. Very mortarable. Very mortarable right now. hopefully we'll see Jenny and some other RB members pushing off quarry. Trying to move around. Riley's still up for one CWD squad. Should see a mass spawn potentially here in a second. And the fob also going up south fortification. Radio not found yet for that south fob. They're running off as well to the north. Huh. Yeah. Rally
So we got a new fob
goes
south.
down immediately.
Shit.
Should see that rally take it out.
It's a fob.
Okay, we got fob.
Cap's about to go neutral on Crucible. What is he doing over there? The hat just going for the transport right now. Nothing really else happening. BTRs, I haven't really seen news. Looks like the fob went down east of Gamma, east of Quarry. Someone snuck around and did that. Hab's up. Hab's up now. A mass push from CWD. One still in Tower South as well. Once they see that they're going to be mass spawning here, they should shift down and they should be able to take this.
Close.
You have the advantage right now. He has the advantage. Pushing up a hill is really not the best idea. Also, placing radio closer to the enemy than your hab is, again, not a good idea. Horizon might be taken out here. Got a little head peek right there from Click. Going for the revive.
Which one?
16 to 234
No.
in favor of
Sorry,
RB.
but
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You gotta look around you before you get revived. You gotta be aware of if they were shooting at you a second ago. You gotta check. You can't just shift up to a dead body and revive immediately. Especially if you're not a medic and can't really revive quickly. Crucible neutral. Warehouse looks like they're gonna try and get a fob northwest compound or inside at some point here. Oh, trading. And the fob was found, I think, by Mumbles? By Greg, maybe?
they're pushing the high west of Crucible.
Greg might have found the fob. Hiding right now. Not the best firecracker. I don't know what he was saying about that. I don't know who shot that either.
Killed that one northwest. Grenade coming from southeast, the hill.
Only going down. Basically see CWD just struggling to control this northwest side of their hab. Northwest of their spawn right now. And they can't even push off for the most part. Looks like Jenny dinged down her radio quarry to save the tickets. It's better to stick it down. And looks like they're going to be moving to warehouse, place a new one here very shortly. Within the next 5 minutes probably. CWD still struggling to push off their habs into Crucible Cap. Crucible in basically full control of
the same
your
maps
RB
again
right
and
now.
again and again.
Yeah,
You realize that that's a mistake.
I'm placing a new fob now.
Yes, good.
Calling out that they need to find a new direction to push through because they keep pushing from the same areas and they keep running into each other, grouping up, and they can't win like that. They have to more play spread out and try and wipe RB off the cap. On click. Spinny going down, was trying to hide in a bush. Bush Wookiees don't usually win. Unless you're on this map. And against a shit team. Finally going down. There's a tailor coming in on that Had right now. Had's about to go down. I'll be finding it. Taylor finding it. He's looking for the radio currently. And where that is to his northeast. Also looks like CWD gaining control on this northwest side. And they said they were gonna... on the southwest side, but they said Adele said he was gonna get a fob on this north side of Crucible, but right now they're having trouble. You see RB already making plays to push towards warehouse, to push towards fortification, pushing around, gain more control, gain more of a spread, so they know exactly where people are coming from and how.
Losing the southern hub, gonna take a turn.
Mortars coming in, Habs disabled, down to its second stage. Radio dug down by CWD, gonna try and save the tickets, knowing that they're probably gonna lose it otherwise. Also see a fob going down. Adele about to be wiped by Village. Takes out one, but they're already found. They're gonna be pushed from Gamma and pushed from Crucible here in a second. RB James.
This is the only life fob.
Sitting at the bridge, sitting around the bridge. Try and watch that south side of Crucible. Bob going down on warehouse. Looks like something might have been called in on warehouse. We'll have to wait and see if anything does.
Oh, wow.
Dell going down. Push from that Gamma fob. Abs up. It's gonna be camped.
East, guys, east.
Yeah, hopefully. Got your fire.
They're shift Wing. They're shift Wing up the hill south when Adele just got hit.
He's on the
what was that? Why? Bruh. Fred's ass. Frost is MVP right now. Bush Wookie. Just gets walked up to by Zulu-Warface-Delta and I don't know what to say. Fob went down south now. It was wiped by... It was taken out by their own forces, looks like. By CWD. Scandal. In the hub. Trying to camp it. Goes down.
Gonna do more on
Yeah.
Nice headshot.
on the fob, on the fob.
He was on the radio for a second. Couldn't get big up.
There's one close.
He's spawning back on it. You're gonna wipe Jacket. Where if it's east? That hab's not gonna last for long. On this west side of Crucible, still struggling to push off that hab right now. CWD. We also see Squad 1, Greg and Dreamer pushing around towards warehouse. Trying to sneak in, maybe get that fob. Can place a rally here in a second, I think. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. The Mist is sitting by the radio, trying to camp it, trying to watch their behind, really not looking out for him, as we just saw. And they're back on the radio. South Gamma, North Gamma. That's probably going to go down.
Go for the radio.
Meller's on it. Saber getting it down in a second. Denny not baiting, but using trees as it recover effectively. Let's do a little follow cam with Denny. And one out goes down to a nade. Radio's one stage down. Should blow in a second. Bell running towards Chief Wing. Radio's down. North of Gamma. They're wiped. Bob got mortared on Gamma.
Need more fops up again, guys. Come on.
But I mean... Oh shit. Actually... RB really not looking good for FOBs currently. They lost their FOB. Right now, they have to dig it up on Gamma. They're running off rallies. And they're... If ZWD could do a quick push-in, they could win here. Looks like Artie Barrage coming.
There, you can take it to Battalion 4.
Mortars incoming right now. On that hab. WD pushing in 119 to 220 kills, 90 to 125. Revives about even. Is RB throwing right now? I feel like RB's throwing right now. Like, where are their spawn points? Where are they spawn points right now?
I see.
What am I looking at? I see people from RB all over the map, but no relatively good spawn. They're running off rallies.
Got a fob boy as well, so that's what they're coming in for. Gamma fob's inactive.
Lodgy in the tunnel?
Alaji's not in tunnel. Should dig
Got
it
the
down.
radio?
Hopefully.
The radios they have is inactive. Angus on the radio
nice.
now.
114 to 216. RB losing about control of spawns right now. Running off rallies. Not looking good. Not looking good. I guess digging the radio.
Might have another fob
No one
on
really
Gamma left
within
on,
range.
Quarry, Adele.
Rally about to be wiped by Sancho? Or he's about to run past? He runs past
Do we go
Rally.
for the flag now? Go for the flag, we.
Roger.
All set 9.
Yeah, that Rally's about to be wiped. Rally's gone. Fob's gone for Gamma. RB pulling out. Getting the fob on Warehouse. And not capping yet. But it could be double neutral here. Could be double neutral here. Mooney, Plurt, James and BTR getting this Warehouse fob. And starting cap finally. CWD needs to do the same and just push in the Crucible right now. Go for a double
can't
neutral.
get out of the fucking logic.
Looks like RB's trying to get a
I'm going.
fob towards
Gonna
Warehouse.
back, I'm moving back to Warehouse now.
Get a Logi towards Warehouse.
Lee, around the tower, enemies.
North tower, south tower.
About 25 minutes left in the match.
Tower
98
you're
to
next
198.
Rest of you enemy.
Is Scamble Jack and Logi. Probably gonna place fob
No capping.
towards Warehouse.
Guys starting to come.
Capping Crucible gonna go double nooch. And RB's gonna just have to get 3 guys sitting inside. Looks like they're pretty easily gonna do that. If they could just sit in the south tower. They have 1 guy in the north tower right now. Boop. Fob going down the south Crucible by the train bridge currently
Who's going back for warehouse?
for RB.
Cover.
Two
They're
people
close to
in the
squad, I
tower.
guess.
Spoonie try and push towards Chef, wipe him.
Oh, seven.
Should
Just one.
hear
Okay.
bullets. No. Come on. Did he not hear them? Did he really not hear him? Chef's just gonna sit in the cap there. You also see a few RB members walking past CWD. CWD doing the same. Black 10 should see them. He does. Takes out one. There are three more behind him. You might want to not shift up and instead, you know, look down sights, look for more. Where there's one, there's probably a squad's worth. Nice reviving. Nice patching, man. Nice patching.
Geo is
Did James flip? What happened to him? What happened to James right there? I think he flipped. Flipped or hit mine. He might have hit mine. You see ZWD trying to get in warehouse. Get the cap back. Mooney's watching, waiting for him. Waiting in bush, being a bush Wookie. Why did I have the ticket count left? I fucked
we're
up.
losing cap and crucible.
This is the first round. I had that on from last round. Last game. That's why. 87 tickets left, 191. Didn't even realize until now. Wow. Always one thing. Mooney's still up. Still patching himself.
South of crucible, losing the cap.
Cap is being lost right now for ZWD. RB just pushing in on the south side, trying to hide in cap, playing it smart, not really pushing, just sitting on the edges.
Take it slow on warehouse. This is gonna be hard to take it back.
82 tickets to 190.
We don't really have the time to
RB
take
basically
it.
has this in the bag.
Yeah, that's true.
Gonna be down to about 50 tickets after they cap warehouse here.
Okay, we're losing the cap and crucible. So they can get it.
Yeah, we need FOBs on fortification.
Only one guy up right now, pushing into
Just stop being on crucible. It's not
cap
gonna be a double
at
neutral.
warehouse.
Can't get it on neutral, guys. Stop being on crucible.
Yeah, push him back now.
Tell you in one word. Tradition.
We have ZWD losing complete control of Crucible. Again, Jenny and her squad just sitting on the south side, sitting by the tower, watching. It's simple. Get the cap back and then cap warehouse. Get 30 tickets, you win. If they want to fight on a inactive objective, let them. What does it matter at that point? You basically have ZWD losing all their spawns. ZWD only having spawn on Crucible. And they had a chance to take Crucible, to basically push RB all the way back to main, and they just missed it. They took out RB's only spawn on Gamma, and they just weren't watching the rear of Warehouse.
The my squad's dropping back to
You
Fort
should
Station.
potentially see that spawn. 50 tickets left for Zulu-Warface-Delta. You see basically complete control of Warehouse in the air. No real ZWD members, Zulu-Warface-Delta members within sight. Only a few stragglers. And them getting wiped from Boop on that northwest side. Or 9 tickets to 202. They got saved by Greg with that warehouse fob. Going down, doing a little fly around warehouse. We have the fob for our B inside. We have the fob still basically at fortification. We don't really have any squads from RB pushing towards quarry. Looks like they may just go for the lead right now. Try and stop the cap. Try and just hold the cap right now. Lead them on tickets. Scout car sitting on this north side. He could sit on the hill though, and he'd have a better view. I don't know what they're thinking right now. In terms of kills, 130 to 155 in caps. Pretty big dispersion. About 20 in caps difference. Revives are about the same as well. Looks like the mortars for RB. I don't know who was on the mortars, but the fob is being blocked right now. Southwest of Greasebowl. Team still trying to push in west warehouse. Teller on the rocks with his little iron sight, doing some damage. Likens a word.
Yeah, we'll check.
Try and push up the hill more. Not really doing much. Full squad coming in. Northwest. Jenny down. Jacob pushing in to help. A little oblivious there. Oh, Jacob going down, but getting help from his friend. Looks like actually James might get wiped here in the
I think
BTR.
they have a fob around the bridge.
He got out. Not a great decision right now. He's repairing. About to get killed. Come on, get your gun out. Oh!
Yours, Clark.
James saves it. Damn. Damn, man. 31 tickets left. 178. Or RB. James inside. Running off, tried to repair. Not really moving that fast with the tires out. He's gotta hop out. He's got no options. He can't do this for forever. He's not gonna see with the smoke behind him. I'll tell you that. One from ZWD, really within in range, calling out that the BTR is still disabled. No one really pushing in to help. Games repairing. Black 10 is still sitting on the rocks there. if he was smart, he'd go for the BTR, because I mean, he's got nothing else to do. Instead, he gets wiped from warehouse. Game's gonna repair and just get out of there. It should have been that. Having to spawn. They're literally having to spawn on Crucible and push to warehouse. This is the sign of the end. Sign of the end right now. Full control of the warehouse
Squad 6,
from
Squad 2,
RB.
you're all bunched up.
Calling out that they're bunched up, which they are. They're just sitting in one spot. Mortars were up for RB. They'd all be dead.
Yeah. Try to keep as many tickets as possible.
13 to 175. Damn. I think you're about to go down. Maybe? Yeah. There we go. Oh no. Lucky's still there. Cat Sabiath might die. Yeah. And then we have a few other members from RB pushing around, driving again. Hopefully not gonna get hit by his own mortars. Gonna try and find some fobs. Or die trying. At least still up there by that waterfall. Stan 6-2. Working with MG. About to be taken out. Don't. Come on. 6 tickets left. 165. 12 minutes left in the match. Not gonna even last that long. 6-2. Come on. why is he not even looking that way? Going down. Takes out that hab. Not doing a lot of damage, but taking out their spawn. Be only pushing our fob off the fob fortification. CWD doing what they do best this entire match. Sitting in one spot and dying to a marksman on the hill. Hey. 4 tickets left, but more than 4 people down. I'm gonna try and save tickets to see what else he can take out before they all get wiped here. Yeah, no real pressure from CWD on warehouse. They basically lost that fob, and basically we're playing on the back foot ever since. They lost a warehouse fob. They had a chance to roll RB back to main, and they missed it.
The mumbles don't carry
And
plays off the
if you were a good team, if you
focus on
can
our
feel
team,
the game, you take advantage of those opportunities. You can't really let them go by. 2 tickets left right now. And they're still watching radio. 162
Like it, boys.
to 0 currently. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. Wait for the next round to begin. Here. You just do that. And we'll be back here shortly in about 5 minutes. We'll see if sort of ZWD could gain back control. ZWD can sort of do some better plays, because that was embarrassing, to say the least. Let me just be right back. I'll throw on some music here in a second.
At ncc.edu.
welcome to the second round of RB versus Zulu for CWD, and it's going to be sort of an uphill battle for CWD currently, losing by 162 tickets in round one. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond. I forgot to do one thing.
Slappy, when you're placing that fob on Crucible, make sure you've got enough bodies to cover that north side.
It's going to be interesting to see how RB plays this. Looks like they're going to go for a quarry rush this time. As I up my little speed here, so I can move around a little bit in between caps, in between certain places. See, currently looks like CWD is leaving one of their lodges in main. They're one-manning the scout car and putting 2 men and a squad's worth in each BTR. They're only sending 3 guys in about 3 guys in each lodge right now, towards Gamma and towards backcapping. Looks like BTRs are probably going to be rushing. RB taking all the Vics right now. James in the AA Vic, the mean cannon.
Anybody else getting packet loss?
Not currently, no. Didn't get any in the last round.
Packet loss.
A10.
Stop loading port. You'll be right then.
I got nothing open. Oh, Discord. I have
Jenny,
Discord.
stop sending to him.
47 tickets into live.
Jenny has experience with that.
I do not. Oh yeah, Gango will be here, will they? Said.
Uh-huh.
No.
I am laughing
already, Jenny.
Comms.
20 seconds until start here. Having a little convo there. Interesting. Jenny, you know. It's 5 seconds until we roll here. Both teams not moving any of their Vics, leaving them sort of in the open. Looks like CWD did get that last stock as well. Match starting. Both teams leaving out main. Having some issues. No spin outs yet, but expect to see at least one here. Oh, big spin out by Jenny. Can delay her start. Looks like ZWD playing for Quarry and playing for south side of Crucible potentially here. Gonna be wait for the Quarry. They're gonna drop fob on this west side of Crucible. I don't know what happened up there. It looks like they're sitting one of these north fortification gonna overlook, and they're sitting. James might be sitting somewhere northwest of Quarry. Here, Taylor going against a BTR right now. It's a tree. 2 BTRs and scout car rushing down the road. Apparently some ping issues going on for RB. ZWD dropping full squad on this north side of Crucible. Also, Crucible already fob for RB, currently on the cap. So it's going to be sort of interesting to see. ZWD also dropping a fob for Gamma. No rush at Warehouse, no rush at Quarry either. Scout car going to be going against the A-Truck and James right now. ZWD going to use a BTR here. James going down. EMP.
Enemy BTR rushing
Jenny
our main road.
rushing into
He's heavily damaged.
towards the scout car. The scout car going down. Driving right past hell. BTR saw them for a second, I think.
Sorry, I was just still kid.
Don't drive into it, please. I swear. And he's going for a quarry
We've got
push.
heavy contact north of Crucible.
Crucible is hot to north, and they're gonna be pushed around from this
Slappy, you deal with the north
west side. They gotta be aware of that. So they're probably gonna be wiped here. Yeah. Jenny's already dead. Angus, Mikey, another person pushing up towards them.
Just wait. Cover us while we're healing and everything else.
Alright, got you.
Not very good cover right now. About to get wiped from the north here. I'm not gonna go down.
Hope fast.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. They're about to lose this radio. 10 tickets gonna be lost here. Already dropping supplies. Jenny unaware of the two people pushing down to her. About to be pushed right now. The fob not even up on Crucible right now for RB. And fob on fortification might go down here.
See, it's still alive.
Looking for it.
Danny going down. Another going
I
down.
hit him once, I hit him once. North.
Stan, it's all up on him.
I can't see.
Oh no.
Careful and hold your corner, wait for him to move in.
Are we dying on quarry?
Well.
Radio's gone. That's over. That's done for.
I did say that our driver was lagging up.
Fortification is up.
Yeah, you should have placed the camera there if you're going to be delayed getting there.
Fortifications are only one of their only spawns as well.
Right, Slappy, change your plan. I'm going to deal
Fob's
with
going to be
no
lost at Crucible.
So to make sure we don't lose that fob.
GZ and another about to push into Fortification. Crucible just... what's there to say? They lost that fob, they lost control, and now they're just pushing down the hill from Crucible, from Fortification.
We're going to need a fob if I
About to lose that.
I'll do that right now.
They're taking bike and trying to sneak around. Is Gamble, who was on mortars last game as well, on them again.
Any mortars located on
Radio, pretty mortarable as well. Slappy. The squad's pushing him from this west side.
Coming up from your west side.
Incoming. Radio on the last stage. About to go down. Nice job. Right now. Stop with the
It's a bit more defensive than last round. Just get a defense fob up for warehouse, get a decent spread
Slappy
on it.
invested
I'll try and
going
push
down as
Crucible.
well.
We need to deal with the
Is
fobs
Jenny
that are on
getting
camera
revived?
before
She
we
got revived from
need
the
to be
medic
smart
who
on
pushed
these
around to her, but I don't know if there's supplies in that logic. She dropped all of it. She should have kept some in that logic at least. Mikey pushing back up to her as well. That's not going to last long.
Contacts on fortification.
Look for mortars.
Pulling out contacts on fortification, which there's only one guy pushing towards right now. There's only one guy just sitting in a bush, looks like. Yeah, he goes down. He goes down finally. On a stay here though. We got Jenny, Shoku, that Logi, Mikey pushing up there, Doku going down. There wasn't much of Jenny Cam last round, but this round she's around the action right now.
Are we actually taking?
Oh no. Such a bad thing right there. Pushing in the north side of Crucible. RB trying to push around Crucible. Getting some control back. West side of Crucible though.
Pretty sure they got
Almost
a fob on
completely
cameras.
lost. They also have a fob to the east of Crucible up still. Fob going up on Warehouse for RB. So only 2 fobs up currently for RB, 1 on Fortification and 1 on Warehouse. Limiting their spawns really and making them really run off rallies towards closest tab, closest spawn. Then he finally going down.
Makes it into.
This might be
If 3 makes it into Crucible,
290.
he doesn't know.
They need to make up that 162 ticket victory, 2 ticket win to get the victory right now. Getting back control on that north side of Crucible and west side of Crucible is RB. The CWD sort of losing all control, and Greg and Dreamer pushing in. Mortars coming in on that Gamma fob. Don't know exactly what it is. They're mortaring the cap itself. Once Greg finds that hab, he's gonna try and find what you just did. Calls up. He's gonna place a rally, have a sapper spawn there, take out the radio, and there goes the Gamma fob. Fob going up south of Crucible for CWD. Much better fob spread right now. They're not right next to each other. They're spread so they can push around, etc. off the various locations.
Going to Quarry, there's a lot of enemies
Found that hab as well. I'm still going up Spoonie inside. About to go down. Hab's up, not blocked though. Good to see it be blocked. Slappy's gonna be right next to him. Picks him out. Let's have Jacob. 2 more pushing to his northeast. Needs help if he's gonna save this. Greg and Dreamer still
bandaging inside the hub.
that
Frag
hab.
it.
Yeah, that they should frag it, but I don't know if that's going to be of much help. The V coming in from the Russian side, they should see the radio.
They just spawn in.
They should see a bunch of people on the south side take that out.
Radio's not close.
This fob going down. South side right now. They're in the tower. CWD, RB pushing in on this west side.
He died inside.
Jenny should take out Black 10.
Are they on you,
One is
Toby?
fetching on me. Yeah, they're inside. One is fetching on the outside.
Oh no. Oh no.
Slappy, do you need help?
Oh no.
I'm gonna stay here on the south.
Okay, there we go. We're safe.
I've got
We're
him,
safe.
Dobie.
It's
I'm gonna patch
okay.
you now.
She saw it.
Yeah.
It's okay. CWD is still on this north side. We need low, just sitting inside cap, blocking the cap. CWD grouping up on this north tower.
This one inside this tower.
Going up top right now. It looks like Mumbles did get that hab down, moving it down. Should be able to find the radio in the tower, which I think Dreamer. No, she got him shooting up through the tower. CWD Lee, is he a... No, he's an SL. Gonna see. Say if he is a... I think right now. a sapper right now. This gamble about to be wiped on these mortars. Going for him. Be getting out pretty quickly though. They're already starting push. BTR north of warehouse currently. No one out warehouse. CWD capping Crucible. FOB going down. This is west Crucible. They should get him. Come on. I have places to be.
I got the BTR to destroy the Logi Western Quarry, so good as recovering it.
Marks it.
Greg, I'm gonna leave your squad to go and find the radio for this
Mortars are
southern
going
hub,
to be
okay?
coming down on him.
Found the radio for Gamma
From
already.
Gamma.
It's in the tower.
Pulling out that they found the radio and the tower of Gamma. He's still up there. TJ as well. South side Gamma is still. South side Crucible is still very hot. Third going down.
Mortar barrage in 9 minutes.
Pushing alone right now. Not really pushing together. If they push together, it's one guy. We could just get him. We could wipe him. Greg being a snake. Is he going down? Choke's still sitting in the tower. Is Ash gonna get that rally? If Ash gets that rally, there goes her. Gonna be able to get that hab back up. I don't think he'll push more northwest fit. He's trying to scout out for the Vic right now. Yeah, he got it. He got the rally. So he's gonna have to place a new one in the west Gamma. They're gonna be able to get that hab back up in the meantime.
They're already on warehouse cap.
I'm going up to
Yep.
west West Crucible CWD. We found it already. Going down.
Up in the air. Do you want it on Gamma on the radio?
So Crucible still.
I need you to IED for ID drones on it. Send it to the tower of Crucible. IED drone. Yeah.
CWD village camping. Guys on the logs right now. ID drone. Blow on that radio. He missed! He missed! How? He missed with the ID drone! Oh my god! Oh my god, bruh. Why? Why would he go? He went for the logic, he didn't go for the radio! Why? Oh my god.
Back to the game, we need mortars on Crucible Gamma.
That hab's gonna go up potentially now. They aren't quick enough, and Kaddish and Hulu are pushing for it. They're gonna push for that hab. They're gonna think it's down, and who knows? Kaddish going down. Hulu going down here as well. Potentially. Yep. Hab's up north Crucible. People pushing for it as well. Greg pushing back into Gamma with this squad. We've seen quite a few tickets on here. We fob up already west of northwest Crucible.
Just stay inside.
He's inside warehouse right now. Spoonie is inside warehouse. And so is two other people.
He went with
camping inside. Crucible, if they could cap Crucible, they could get warehouse. They could potentially wipe the whole thing. Warehouse hab going down, as Cat says, and Spoonie's on the radio digging it down. No one really in sight to wipe them. goes down, not really watching around him, just sitting in the open.
We're gonna lose
good
warehouse.
Right now. Going out, they're gonna lose warehouse. Their only fob being on fortification right now is RB. RB still trying to push in west of Crucible. Jenny and her squad having trouble though. Taking out Delore is Jenny. Adele trying to push down.
How long?
Ooh, nice shots, man.
Squad 3, go for the hub.
See another one running.
To deal with the hub first, that's why they're on the cap zone.
Oh. Adele, I swear to God, if it does not see. Crawling through a bush.
Enemy on us out.
They're gonna cap Crucible. We've lost everyone on side Crucible. Are you sure you want us to go for the hub?
Crucible is being lost. They say they're going to lose it. They are. Warehouse is in CWD's hands. RB trying to push back from the east currently, but who knows if they will. They might
James,
wipe their rally. 193 to 241. About a 50 ticket difference in CWD's hands right now. Alert found the radio, I guess is watching it. Jacob pushing in for it as well. Crucible lost. Larger ticket advantage right now, almost 100 right now. They still have to make up about 70, about 80.
I got shot from south.
He's just sitting in the bush watching the radio.
Thank you,
Jacob going for the revive. What?
Fucking guy.
There we go. He just takes him out. Odds down right now for CWD. CWD having no spawns right now as well. Sides quarry, so both are gonna have to meet, just run off rallies. Warehouse being lost. Are being dropping rallies, not wiping the
how many seats?
CWD's rally right now. Basically right across the road from each other as well.
Oh no, there's a lodge for you, spawn.
CWD's just gonna be able to cap that. Once they go mute, they gotta just start bringing Logi to it. Scout car, Chef pushing towards it. Logi coming towards as well. Oh! CWD's gonna get a fob inside warehouse here.
You need to get a fob up on warehouse, it's defense.
Chef missed his chance to stop them.
They've already lost it, they're halfway neutralized.
So there's gonna be a few guys in the cap zone again. Just don't play smart.
Vant and Todd are about to set a bomb inside. DR just sitting on the hill right now. Getting shot from north of fortification. Missing quite poorly. A little low. Warehouse currently neutralized for the CWD. They could literally just fight over warehouse now. They don't need to be anywhere near Crucible. I don't think he saw Sloppy.
Enemy PTR marked accurately on the map. West warehouse.
Sloppy flipping right now. Getting a fob down.
Drop it. Everyone needs to start
So 2 fobs right now at warehouse.
Greg, you can ask
176,
for a
249 right now.
It's up. I don't have you yet.
Warehouse cap stopped. Got Sabbath, first floor, van, first floor. Takes out van.
outside, out.
Cap still stopped. They're below.
Medic.
Not blocking the hab yet.
Wait, what? Where was he? North side, north side. Maybe upstairs.
I don't know if they're capping. I don't think they're capping Crucible. Haven't called out it all yet. For that fob on fortification currently as well. Cap is started again. Cap stopped. The RB gaining back control on this north side. BTR really struggling to do much up here. Doesn't have the angle to really see below to the north. It's when he sees them though. It's wiped immediately. Slappy pushing up with village, Habs up. Capsule being happening right now.
Taking Crucible.
Crucible cap is started. Be double neutral. Cap is stopped again on warehouse. Habs gonna be blocked on warehouse.
We have a hab on warehouse, 3 bodies inside warehouse.
This guy gets the wall.
Contact right side of the building.
Yeah, I hear it.
They need to push in, block that hab right now. Hab's blocked, they gotta gain back control.
One hiding behind the bin in the corner room by the radio.
There's one more right next to the container. Hab's unblocked, they saved it. Hab's blocked again.
There's a hobby.
They did call out. They did call out the hab. They save that. Jeff pushes in. Habs.
There's a hobby here. There's a hobby here. They're camping it.
Yeah.
Spawning. Cap is still going on warehouse. 35 to 165.
Greg, you got a lot of enemy that falls in towers, so be careful.
Just have to sit outside the wall and cap and wait for friendlies to push in. I don't know why they keep trying. Just have to sit where they are now. Van Investor. Stop pushing. 155, 227. Cap is still going on Crucible. You see Schultz still that radio. I think that's a. They're gonna save that. They're gonna basically take out that fob there. Hab is still up east of Gamma for them, and warehouse is capped. Warehouse is capped. Fob's down at fortification. CWD going for the roll right now. They're gonna have trouble because warehouse is gonna be kept back here soon. Gamble's still up at fortification. Should find the radio. Lee and Dash should get that down. And RB's in a tricky situation right now. RB's in a really tricky situation. 255 to 119. Cat Sabbath. Jacob's still blocking. Just need to sit there. Don't push. I don't know why they keep pushing. That got them first time, you know. Just don't even.
You missed. Let's keep the we got proxy. We got proxy, so they can.
Not gonna have in a second.
Oh what?
He's one out. Proxy's gone. They're gonna be spawning warehouse now. CWD also getting towards fortification. Fob's still up northeast of warehouse. Jenny pushing down the hill with a techie right now, going down.
You got a whole full enemy squad coming on the east side of fortification.
It's gonna be close. Mortars incoming on fortification from CWD. No one on the cap right now. They need to get inside and start capping.
our rally just got bent to your direct east.
Fob going up as well, east of fortification, northeast of the cap. Warehouse still sort of contested in quite a big manner.
BTR and
WD, I think that fob's gonna be safe, but I'm not sure they're gonna be seen. Let's keep taking a peek on this north side of warehouse right now, as RB tries to push in through from their fob. Han's hiding inside. Greg trying to sneak in. Should see each other right now. Greg waiting. Lean getting topped. Greg going down. Our CWD just needs to hold them off. That north side of warehouse. Looks like fortification is still sort of messed, being capped right now. And they're holding their hab hostage. CWD. 97 to 142 currently. RB just throwing bodies at caps. The radio should be safe. He was on it for a second, but he's only a medic. No mortars up for RB. CWD having rallies all around the cap. RB, where are their rallies? Nowhere around. That's the difference right now. If CWD gets their hot block, you can just push right back there. Oh, Hab's blocked right now. Warehouse. PTR's down for ZWD. Sloppy camping inside. Hab's unblocked. Sloppy camping inside. Needs to get someone close to him. Blocked again. Unblocked. Sloppy going down. Hab's safe again at warehouse. Fortification neutralized. 86 to 228. RB won. RB won the first round by 162 tickets. In this round, it feels like they're throwing. They were maybe trying to play defensive, and it's costing them. They didn't gain control of Crucible. They had a chance, and CWD's gonna cap fortification here, using fobs to their advantage. Just like ZWD, their fobs were all on the south side of Crucible last round. This time they're on Gamma. They're east of fortification. They're spread out. They're giving them options to spawn, and they're giving them options to sort of to not push from the same angle over and over again, and that's how you win a game. Spawn control. They also have rallies all over the place. Like, Angus is just watching the radio. Watching the radio. Like, making sure Sapper doesn't get to it. That's how it's done. Another fob inside fortification as well as their backup. They're east. 69 to 225 right now. 60 might see him. Two Proton guys right next to each other. No. There we go. Goes down to.
Got me before my.
Damn, man. That's something. RB pushing in from the south side. Cap. Struggling, holding the hab and radio hostage right now. Holding the hab and radio hostage right now is CWD, making sure they can't get a fob nearby fortification. 37 to 252 right now. Jenny going down.
He's inside.
Shock and Best finding the radio. When he's covered, well, the other gets it down one stage at least. Stop the spawn. Give them a chance. It's going down. They have to watch out. Lee's coming back.
Marksman north.
Ashes coming back. This can be pushed in from the sides. 31 to 249. Oh my god. We're about 40 minutes in the match here. 30 ticks left for RB. They have 162 ticket advantage, and they just threw it away. I don't believe it. CWD also wiping that fob north of Warehouse. They had a chance to block the fob at Warehouse as well. Like, again, they were blocking it multiple times, and they just run in and die. They just run in and they're thinking about their KD instead of thinking about the team and how they should play. And that's the difference right now between ZWD and RB this round. RB's playing on their own. Like, Slappy right here. Where's his squad? He's seen his squad running right next to him, but... Again, right here. What is that? They're running for Armory right now. Nade, I think that's a little far. $14 ticks left. I can't believe it. A little sneak. Hiding in between the trees. 11 tickets. 246. A-Truck really not doing much right now. As we say, multiple RB members just dead around the cap. They take out that radio right now, it's game over. If RB loses that radio, it's game over right now. 10 ticks left, 9 ticks left now. Back taking out one, but gets taken out himself. 21 minutes left in match. 8 tickets left for RB. ZWD. What a match from them. What a round. What a round from them. The comeback. The absolute comeback after what happened last round. Happened round 1. What an amazing show. Like, again, another great placement of fob for an armory push. Where was this round 1 from CWD? Unless they were thinking, how many tickets will we lose round 1? Because I don't know what they're doing. Habs being camped right now at armory. 2 tickets left. It's over. That's game. So RB loses this match by quite a bit. I don't know what else there is to say right now. That was embarrassing. That was absolutely embarrassing. That they had the 162 ticket advantage, and they just lose it. They lose it because they're not playing together. They're playing for kills. They're not working as a team round 2. I see people over and over again working on their own, being alone right there. And it's like, what are you doing? Where's your squad? Where's your buddy who's going to revive you if you go down? Those are the mistakes you can't make against teams right now in this tournament, especially when you have the game online and you're placing the knockout stages online. You can't do that. But I guess that's what happens. We'll see. I'll see you guys in the knockout stages when I stream then, but that was rough. That second round. That was rough. And have a good night. I'll throw you off to some other caster who's currently streaming, and We'll see you another time. Have a nice one.